Hey, how's everybody doing? Okay, well, I got looking on YouTube, and there are all kinds of really cool videos about smokers, but I don't see any that are very simple to make unless you got like cutting torches and welders and so forth. So we're gonna see if we can't take this old Hot Point refrigerator and turn it into a really cool smoker. It's basically it was recycled. It was in the scrap yard getting ready to get crushed, and I saved it. So, and it's a pretty straight box, really. So anyway, here's the inside of it. So I'll get the gut and everything out, and we'll go from there. One thing that I wanted to find, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I just haven't run across the right fridge. All the inside surfaces are tin, you know, they're all metal, and of course obviously the thing's insulated really well. As I progress along here, I'll go ahead and take pictures and do updates, and we'll see if we can't make this thing into a decent smoker. Okay, once I got the condenser unbolted and everything, you can see there's the compressor, and boy, I'm telling you, that thing's heavy. I think it's probably half the weight of this deal. Okay, here's the compressor lines, and then on the far side of the compressor line over here is this cute little line. It's the temperature sender. It's got like peanut oil or some kind of a light oil like that in it. So what I did was, and this is of course copper pipe or tubing, and so what I did with that was I took a C-clamp and smashed it flat for about an inch, inch and a half on both sides. Because of the coolant, it's not so much the Freon, it's the oil. I don't want it all over my shop. So what I'll do is I'll cut that in the middle and I'll fold it back on itself on each side. Okay, got all the guts ripped out of this thing, with the exception of the freezer box. So here's this thing, and the nice thing is the back, it's got a, I was thinking I was going to have to make me a sheet metal deal, but there's already a piece of metal in here. And really the only thing sticking through it is just the the lines, you know, that run the freezer and the wiring. So all I've got to do is just cover up that with a, I don't know, 3x3 piece of sheet metal and be good to go. So let me get this thing out of here. Freezer box is out now, and you can see what I was talking about that little hole up there. I don't know, I'm on the fence about that light. Come back to that later. So now I need to, I think what I'm going to do is put a fresh air vent on the left hand side low, and then I need to figure out what I'm going to do for an exhaust. I may go ahead and incorporate that plate into the exhaust, I don't know for sure. Also, I was looking at this door a little closer, and I was thinking that it was plastic, but it's not. It's I don't know, some kind of fiberboard. I guess they didn't do much with plastic back when this thing was made. So I think I'm going to go for it. If it catches on fire, then I'll replace it at that time. Yeah, I've gotten a little behind on my video. So for the air intake, you can see there what I did was I took a 1/2-inch conduit, cleaned the galvanizing off of it, and then I soldered them to the side to keep the heat down so the side wouldn't warp out. And I'll put a slide plate there for airflow control. You can see here on the inside what it looks like. So now I got to get the exhaust, but if you look down it, you know, it's nice and smooth and all flushed out. So there's that. Here's a quick view of what I did to resolve the exhaust situation. It's a 1.5-inch ABS pipe. And in my solar panels and stuff, I've had pretty good luck with them handling the heat. And hopefully 1.5 inches will be enough area to go ahead and exhaust it. If it's not, hey, I'll drill another hole. And next is the draft control. I'll make a slider that'll work across those holes. So I'll check back in a minute. Now I about got the little air slide, or the air damper control, there that is right there, and it slides back and forth. But this is what's really cool. Went to the salvage yard again. Look at that little double burner stove, fits right in there, just perfect. All salvage, didn't cost a dime. And now of course I'm going to need some more racks. Now I got to do a little work on them, but right there I picked up a bunch of racks down there today too that I can cut down and make fit in there. So yeah, and that thing even works. That'll. Okay, this is really the plan. What I'm going to do. There's the little 2-burner stove. You see it down in there. What I've done was I've cut the bottom panel of the fridge out and pulled the insulation out. And then what I'll do is just cut 2 circles in the floor, and then the burner elements will actually just go up through. So this is the final mounting. I ended up just mounting the stove up there just to keep it up tight. They're just about a 1/4 inch higher than the bottom of the box, so that ought to work. Well, this is what it looks like in the finished state. Got the little vanity panel down there. The only disadvantage with this, doing it this way, well, one advantage is all the electronics will be weatherproof, especially with the vanity, but I've got to pop that off, which it just, it's got clips, it just pops off there to adjust the temperature controls. But let me show you what the inside, that's what it looks like after I cut the racks down. If you can see in the back there, what I ended up doing was taking a piece of galvanized sheet metal and folding it over, because where I cut it, it was just cut ends. Anyway, I folded it over and it's sitting on the tabs. Now those tabs are plastic and they may die. If they do, I'll end up just screwing angle iron to the sides, and then the racks can slide on that. But you can see down there in the bottom how the burners ended up. And there's enough room in there. I've got a 10-inch Dutch oven. I can put wood chips in, or I got some cast iron frying pans that I could use. So there's that. And the side, I've got a temperature probe. Well, this is the final report of the refrigerator converted smoker. Fired it up, and there's the temperature. Come on, you dumb thing, focus. It's right at 230 degrees, and it's been holding there right steady for the last hour. Anyway, getting up to temperature, it climbed at 4.7 degrees per minute and ran right up. And once it got up there, what I did was I had, where it's 2 burners in there, I've got a pan of chips on one burner. I had that burner on high, and then the open burner I had on medium. And so what I've done was I just turned the second burner off, and then the pan back to medium, and closed. Been kind of fiddling around with my vents there a little bit, but anyway, it's holding right steady at 230 degrees. And near as I can tell, I'm never done much smoking, but near as I can tell, and what everybody says, that's a good temperature to work with, and it holds it there. So anyway, I'll be playing around with that. So, and the other source that I can use for this thing is briquettes, like in a Dutch oven. So that would be a good source of cooking or smoking without the use of electricity. So anyway, there you go. High volume smoker for basically nothing, just little time. If you have any questions, let me know. See ya.